Hi, again, ladies and gentlemen, Eddie Marcus here. Earlier, I did a post entitled that the people of the world must be unified. The people of the world must be unified. I went into some details about that. And as that time passed, I was reflecting on the societies of the world, how the problems that exist in one are the same everywhere. Systems change, governments operate different, but the outcome usually the same. And I was thinking about here in my home country, the USA, we talk about democracy. We really can talk down on dictatorships, other forms of systems of government. But we always know that democracy is the best because it gives people more liberty. It gives people more freedom to be, while it's difficult in other systems. At least this is what we who accept what we have been taught. One thing is unanimous. The pain and suffering goes around everywhere. And I'm thinking for we the people of the world must be unified. And I'm thinking that here in America, with this democracy, as wonderful as it is, I can't imagine the things that a gentleman here in the USA by the name of Donald Trump is talking about, what he wants to reduce America to. It's unthinkable that America, who have had a democratic form and system of government for quite some time, not perfect, a long way from being perfect, but nothing like what Trump and the MAGA group and the Republicans are trying to do to America now. So what does that say to me? It made me come back to you to say, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you already know, but I just want to affirm it. Democracy, as good as it is just not good enough. Just as we can look around us and see the pain and suffering that exists from our system of government, Republicans and Democrats switching around, and people promising this and promising that, and we still have what we have. So I'm thinking, when we talk about this form of a system of government, or what Trump is talking about as a system of government, and the people say, where did it come from? Where did Trump's form of government come from? It came from amongst what we call the democratic process. It came from amongst America's system of government. Regardless of what we have said about America and its democracy, and it's been pretty good compared to other systems of government. Regardless of how we talk about racism, how we talk about slavery, regardless of how we talk about all of that. On the other hand, there have been a different group of people who have been affected, negative, but just different. And they are the ones that's over there champion totalitarianism, Trumpism, or dictatorships, that fascism, whatever you want to call it. They're the ones that's doing that because of how American system, its democracy, has affected them. And when we look at it, what does it indicate? It indicates that democracy did not satisfy them, and democracy has not satisfied the other. And so while we're here trying to hold on to democracy, Yes, we can always say that democracy is better than where they're trying to take us, but democracy is not, and has proven that it's not good enough to keep these things from occurring. So if we want these things to stop, we must do those things that what? Satisfy the people. We must rise up above what we have called the democratic best, to the best for sure. That is to meet the needs of all the people. This is what I'm trying to say to everybody. Meet the needs of all the people. This is what it is supposed to do. Every need, want, and desire is supposed to be met. It has been designed by the divine that it must be met. So you know it can be met. Everything outside of us has been already provided for. Everything else is us. Whether we accept the truth that would allow this to happen for us to live on earth as though we're in heaven, or whether we will accept a lie, whether we will be deceived, doing what other people says is required because some of you are better than others and deserve more than others, and all of that. The call is for democracy to recognize its shortcomings and willing to give up control to go to wherever else is required to go to satisfy each and every last one of us. We'll name it once it's done, because it hasn't been done. It isn't being done. So we're not following or imitating anyone. Oh, there's one more thing I'd like to share with you before I go. You know, on the news media, on the social box, they're continuously saying to us that the possibility exists that Trump might get back in office. A thing that's really unthinkable, that he is even having the opportunity to run, to be a candidate. But I want to say to everybody that's listening, don't worry about Trump. Don't worry about Trump. Trump was the president of the United States. He called the people together. Come and attack, do whatever you have to do to make sure that we overthrow this government and he is installed in power. He called them as president. They came. He is not president anymore. He's a crook. That's what he is. And being a crook, you can sit out there and call crooks, and crooks will come. But crooks are not following a crook like other crooks follow the president. So don't think by any stretch of the imagination that people finna come out here and attack the country for a crook. No. Maybe if he was not for a crook is a crook. Always a crook. And a crook knows a crook. So don't worry about Trump. All of this stuff is just grandstanding. Thank you.